is cheesy. Is it even real? Is it necessary? That why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it some buzzword motivational speakers have really coined to keep you engaged, to make you dependent upon them, what they're doing? I do think it's necessary, but I think we have problems finding it and defining it. I think too many times the why is a want. Does a want sustain what we're looking for here on this channel? A career change, retiring early, finding a new source of income that is more fulfilling. Wants aren't going to cut it. So if you're looking for a material want, a material why, this channel probably isn't going to be for you. Love for you to stay around, but this is really about finding what's next in our life. You might be 40, you might be 50, you might be 60 or 70 even, but you know you're not where you want to be, so you're trying to find where that is. And to do that, we've got to define a why. Maybe we should start with wants. I want a new car. I want a new house. I want to take that exotic vacation. That's fine. But like I said, once you get that, you've crossed the finish line. What's the motivating factor for the next step you need to take? The last video was about laziness, about not doing the work you need to do to figure out what you want to do. I think this falls in line with the why too. I'm not sure you just stumble into a why. I'm not even sure. Wow, that's loud. Let's hold on a second. I'm not even sure retirement's a good why, because I've learned something starting this YouTube channel. My why was to help you, but I put out a few videos, nobody showed up. Not nobody, few of you showed up. Oh, I hit a dead end. Few people showed up. I mean, I've done enough research on it to understand that my first videos, probably my first year, there won't be a lot of traction. YouTube's finding out who wants to watch this, who should watch this. But that became defeating very quickly. I mean, after the second video, my second video was put in front of a lot of people and nobody watched it. They clicked right out of it. I don't even think they made it 30 seconds. So I had to quickly pivot, woohoo, and come up with a new why. Well, this is one channel that I'm doing, but I have a couple other channels I really want to do too. I've mentioned it in passing, but I'd love to start a travel channel. Now there's tons of travel channels out there already. And, you know, my wife and I watch them pretty regularly. And the ones we end up going back to and watching are because we like the personalities. I don't know why, but there'll be some of you that actually like my personality. So maybe you'd come watch that too if you like to travel. But that's one of them. The other one was my trading journey. I'd like to share that. But that's not what this channel is about. So what's this channel about? It's about helping you, but it's also, it doesn't matter if anybody shows up, because my why has become, this is my training ground. This is where I learned to talk into a camera. This is where I learned to edit videos, try to get better at my pacing. I like to pause a lot. There's something I've always struggled with, of summarizing. Tests were always difficult as a kid, but I have the thoughts in my head, but it doesn't come out my mouth right. So I pause and I try to find that word. So it's all about all of this. It's learning my cadence. So my why had to change. My why for trading was to be able to retire early. And if this is your first time here, I was kind of pushed into what I'm calling early retirement. I don't know if I'm retired. I'm not retired. I am, but I'm not. I'm retired from corporate life. I don't want to go back. Will I go back? I might have to. But I quickly realized after a month or two of waking up, sitting down at my computer like I would every day for my corporate job, going through my stocks, buying, selling, two things hit me. One, I need something else. Because if you just stare at charts too long, you'll buy and sell stocks when you shouldn't buy and sell stocks. That's probably the number one issue people fall into when trying to trade. Trading's boring. Trading's watching paint dry. So if you sit there and watch paint dry, you will want to find something to do. So I needed to find something to do. That's where YouTube came in. I can spend my day creating YouTube videos. Then I figure out I'm overanalyzing, over-engineering, and it's hard. So today I came up with the topic and I'm just talking. What you see in the end won't be what I talked about. Hopefully it'll be a nice production. But I had to change my why because just not being in a corporate environment wasn't going to be satisfying or fulfilling enough. So how do you find that why? What is that why? Well, if I dig a little bit deeper and I put pen to paper, my why is because I was always stressed out. My why is because my blood pressure was too high. My why is because my weekends were a day and a half. Because by the time Sunday at 2 p.m., definitely by 5 p.m., my weekend was over. I had the Sunday blues. Tired of waking up at 1, 2 a.m. and not going back to sleep. If I woke up after 4 a.m., I'd just get up. I wouldn't even try to fall back to sleep. My brain just would not turn off. And it wasn't because I had a bunch of stuff to do at work or I had a bunch of things left undone. It's because of the anxiety and the worry. That's what corporate life did to me. Hopefully it doesn't do it to you. Hopefully maybe your discontentness is from something you can control a little bit better. You know, it's easy to look back at your life with regrets. We all have them. Try not to dwell on them. Some of them, a lot of them, you did your best at the time, what you could do. And that's what this channel is all about. Let's not live the next however many years we have on this earth with those same regrets. So what's your why? Same exercise as last video. Write down what some of your whys could be. Some of them might be material. That's okay. I wouldn't anchor your why in the materialism, because I think we all know by this stage in our life, once you get that thing, it doesn't fulfill you. So you got to find a new thing. Does it even motivate you? I don't know. It never did me. Can't tell you how many things I finally got, didn't even use. I think there's so many material items that we look at as our whys that are just placeholders. So if you really want to make a change, you got to look in yourself and make that change. If you're younger, you probably didn't get that. But write them down. See what really is motivating you for your life. What could carry you to not only find the why, but find that thing you want to do. Put those both in front of you and you stay focused. The other thing is that why can change. Just like my YouTube. My first why was to help you. And then you didn't come. You're here now, but you didn't come. I almost quit. I almost stopped making these videos. I almost pivoted to the travel. So don't feel like you have to lock it in. I think so many times that's another hurdle or a brick wall we fall into is, well, once I set it, I've got to maintain it. No, you don't. If it's really your why, if it's really what you want to do, those are going to sustain you to getting there. So stop delaying. Maybe you've started a journal. That'd be great. Should have thought of it yesterday. Start a journal as we go through these things. Add to your journal. The first thing was, what do you want to do? The second thing was, how can I make money doing what I want to do, if it's even possible? And now the third thing is, why do I want to do it? Why would I see it through? Why would I persevere? And you do all those things. Yeah, it's cheesy. Yeah, it's cliche. But if you don't find that anchor that'll see you through the storm, you're not going to get to the other side of where you're wanting to get to. So really, give it some time. Give it some thought. And I think you'll find it. No, I know you'll find it. And there's a better life waiting on you once you get through this, because you have the what and you have the why.